Good morning. Welcome to Spirituality Gone Wild. I'm Debbie G, and I am stoked to be here this morning with an incredible guest today. I've got a guest that's going to rock your socks off. Welcome to Cuppa Grata with a shot of expression and two squirts of reality. And today, my co squirt is Serenity Sam. Now, listen, here's the deal. My hair today is doing something, something. We're not going to talk about that something, something. I'm just going to tell you it is. Listen, y'all, this girl, she's dynamite. She's gonna she tears it up out in Facebook land with all of her glory and her beauty. I'm not even gonna say anymore. I'm just bringing her on, and then we're gonna get to know her together. Because actually, I don't really know a whole heck of a lot. What I do know is that you have an outstanding, like, her voice. Her voice took me to the angelic realms like instantaneously. And then yesterday, I'm I'm sitting there and I watch her talk about the law of attraction. And I just said, "All right, yeah, just take it on home. Take it on home. Just go, girl." I'm just like, "Yes, yes, triple yes." And every time she'd open her mouth and I'd be like, "Yes, yes." Welcome, Serenity.
Oh, thank you so much. I feel so blessed to be here. I feel so full of appreciation. Thank you so much for that awesome intro. And I love being a co-squirt as well. It's so funny.
Well, that's what we're just, a s- squirt of reality. It's
Yeah.
just, it's like, if it was in your coffee, it'd be the same thing, but this one's not. It's just, you know what? Let's just dive right in. So we all kind of experience life without your dark, you wouldn't know your spark. So let's just share what got you into the work that you're doing, and let's just talk about what you're doing, who you are, what's up here. And good, by the way, real quick, good morning, everybody. I see you.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Just so full of appreciation for everybody who's made their way here. And we're in this co-creation together, and I can feel you on the other side of this camera and, just feel your presence. So I'm just you just wouldn't believe how grateful I am to be involved with other leading edge people. It's just fabulous. It's like dreams come true, and it makes every ounce of darkness that was there in the past complete. So worth this moment in time, right here, right now. And I've got a past too. I've got a really dark, seedy past.
Ooh, you do. It's dark and seedy. I got to tell you, where are you? You're in Queensland, is this right?
I'm in the UK in the north. I'm near the Lake District, which is the most magical place on earth that I've ever been. It's elfy and
Oh,
fairyland, and it's just all old and ancient. It's just absolutely just so gorgeous.
really? So you're in the
Oh,
UK, dude? Okay, well, we love that. We've got all kinds of stuff going on in the UK over there. Oh, yay!
oh
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. There's a big spirit. I mean, I found my spirituality here. I got clean here, for lack of better words. Some of these words, I don't know if they're still with me or not, but I have not been doing drinking drugs and cigarettes for 18 years. I've been clean and serene, and it is a really big part of my spiritual journey. I know. I was bang at it. I was a rock drummer on the road, just picking up men like sweeties and
picking up men like sweetie.
time.
Just get a little taste of that one, a little taste of this one,
Oh
and a
yeah,
little
just
taste
like
of that one.
you tonight, you tonight. I was just like living that hedonistic life, and it did bite me on the ass in the end, but bit me on the ass, but I needed that. I really needed it because I was not fully happy in myself. I was disconnected from source. And, the last sort of 18, well, it's been 20 years really. I also went to somewhere else called Al-Anon, which is Friends and Families of Alcoholics. And you sort of asking the question of how I got into it through pure hatred.
Right. I got to tell you, I got to appreciate yeah. Woo. It's hot. Listen, I can tell you guys something. Whenever I get really warm, it's because the guest I have has got insane energy, and spirit is just like, "Wah!" And that's
Yeah.
what's happening right now. Yeah, it's intense
Mm.
because there's a lot happening right here. I want you guys to understand you're watching creation. You're watching
Mhm.
creation unfold, because there's a lot more here that meets the eye. And that's what's always so beautiful about these experiences. So, recovery and spirituality gone wild, that's a real big deal in our world. It's a
I
real big deal.
saw, I clocked that you're involved with some treatment centers and things. And that's, that is my work as well. I work in a detox center, going in and doing empowerment. And can you believe it? I get away with doing light work in a detox center in
That's
the
what it
UK.
boom. That's
How
what
I've
it
gotten away
is.
with that, I
Woo!
have no idea, right? Because it's like a medical center.
Oh yeah.
But they've seen the benefits of, and I'm very careful how I speak about it, because I like to be very, very universal. So I'm very careful about my language, because I really want everybody to have a shot at this. So I don't start swinging words around like God and the divine. I talk about positive energy. And, because I really want everyone to feel what this fire is all about. And, feel that hopefulness as well, that there is actually light at the end of these dark, dark, dark places, that I was in as well. And it really is just like transformational, even a drop of this stuff. So yes, I'm involved in the so that work as well. I do music, and I also do meditation, relaxation, empowerment stuff with everyone. And I tell you, I always say I can bring a big man down.
Well, I'm loving this, because it's like one of the things that uh, just the work that you're bringing forward in this world is huge, because even in the recovery world, what's happened now is that conscious recovery. Okay, TJ Woodward is a really big bringer of it, man, and that's the conscious recovery work, but also bringing forward meditation and all those things. There's going to be a lot of people who you're going to meet who have incorporated NLP, EFT, meditation, brain entrainment, trauma work, because getting down to the essence of recovery is really dealing with the trauma work and dealing with the shame factors that come into play. So it's super exciting. Oh my goodness gracious.
And one of the things I just really like to say as well, even though I'm a really, really 100% practicing law of attraction person, um, I really fully believe that if I had not done all the work previous leading up to this, then I wouldn't be where I am today. So, there's like, because for me, like part of the law of attraction stuff is about not going into the past. And it really is about dealing with the absolute now, and really, really being able to be incredibly positive about who you are and what you want. But I also know, without doing that 12-step work, without going through my 4 and 5 and really, really understanding who I was, what were my defects of character, and letting them go and getting the divine on the case of it, I don't know, so perhaps I have a slight differing opinion there, but still the fact is remaining that, all the law of attraction stuff came on my path when I was exactly right to accept it. And I have let go of the 12 steps and gone fully into my Abraham teaching. So I just wanted to make that clear about myself, so I can talk about 12-step stuff. I understand it. I understand about understanding who you are and that pain and getting through it. But I also feel as though it's time to shine. It's time to have fun, and it's time to all that work that you've done on yourself. Now it's time to let it go. If you're at that point, you're ready to let it go, and you're really into like developing your life into a real, like, really fire it up into something amazing. I'm the sort of
Yeah.
person you're ready to meet. I'm not going back anymore. I've done like sort of like all the sponsorship, and I've done like loads and loads and loads of work over like I say, years and years and years. So I'm at this point now. So I'm just making that kind of clear. But I have loads of songs that are precursors to 12 steps and precursors to law of attraction. They're all stories, and like every song
Right.
I've got is a story, and I can talk about what happened within that, and it really puts it into like perspective where people are at different points in your life. You know,
Absolutely.
it
I do.
captures it.
I, I do, but I want to just take a minute and appreciate you, because what I've heard you say here is something very, very important for any of those that are in 12 step. Um, it is a step. You see, recovery. My son went through the recovery process a little over a year ago at Josie Herndon's Addiction Therapeutic Services, now Advanced Therapeutic Services in Rancho Mirage. And when he was going through, what we discovered, he also integrated conscious recovery work at the same time. So the 12-step program was really integral in taking that step and getting sober, getting your shit together. Don't throw it away, when you first get sober. You need some foundation. But what's happened
Oh,
here, well, just on, it's been around a long time, and it's safe to consider at this point we have upgraded our systems, and it's now to up level and
mm,
upgrade where what how that we're
mm,
looking at triumphantly living. And triumphantly living versus staying in recovery are just two different things. And what you're
yeah.
offering the world is to live triumphantly in your power, in your strength, and pshoo, rock this
Enjoy life.
universe.
Life
Enjoy
is so,
that shit,
yeah,
man.
you've done
Stop
all the
it.
work. You've done the work. You know,
Yep.
yeah, and I completely understand the Abraham perspective. I've listened to all sorts of little snippets about what she says about, recovery, 12 steps, about the fact of, reveling too much in the past, la 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 la. I get it. I get it. But what she does not understand, right? Because I don't think she's ever done a 12-step program before as
Get
such.
it, girl.
I gotta go for it. Sorry, I
Get
just gotta
it.
speak my mind. Gotta speak my mind. I'm that kind of person that's gotta go for it. She doesn't fully understand the magic in those rooms. The magic in the rooms, like the higher power is, to me, it's an entity that is in the rooms, and it is so powerful. I have seen people transform from the most hardcore cases to pillars of inspiration and hope in the community. And I just think it's all just stepping stones. It's all stepping stones in the same direction to more freedom, more love. But I tell you what, until you've actually gone through something like that and you've been part of it, I think people really should keep a lot of their opinions to themselves, because it's like it's only an experience that you fully understand it, really, you know.
And without your dark, you would know your spark. I
It's so
mean, you
funny.
can't know something till you know it, and you can't. And I gotta give this to you. Listen, because I literally I've missed. There might be I when I was picking my I'm gonna do this and have this Earth experience, and I was looking down, going, oh yeah, I don't want some of this, and I want some of this, and I want some of that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want that. I want that.
Yeah.
Oh, trauma. Oh my God, give me. Oh,
Yay.
shitty coping skills? Yeah! Oh my God, codependent? Oh yeah, I want triple dose.
Whoa, no.
And we're gonna knock it off with some pills and some alcohol too while
Oh,
we are at it. Just
I
slap that all
know.
right
It's
in
so
there,
painful. It's so painful. When you're a person
right?
that's on this path like we are,
We
and you
know.
running behind you and you were like stopping it, it is just horrendous.
Well, I love
Horrendous.
it because we know because we've been through this shit. And it's like we can tell you all, look, anybody can go and give advice on something, but if you're giving advice on something you've never walked, please be quiet. Please just
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Stress
what
it out.
actually no, don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Be for that for those that need to hear your voice, that need that. But in our world, it is really important that we hear from people that have actually lived it. And the reason is
Yeah.
just because there's a point of understanding. They have a point of reference. They have a compassion with
Oh,
you, with me, with we all have there's a compassionate element to this that allows us in our divine human connection to be able to experience the oneness, the community. What happens in those rooms is that in those rooms and actually in community where we are all in the same intention vibe, is we are able to then expand through source creation. We all feel source just huge because that's all of us with source coming through us, source experiencing itself as through us in one place, and that community with a depth of understanding, with a depth of of compassion that you can't get from somebody who's never been there. So I want to just say that what you brought up is so huge and so
Yeah.
great. But if you have been there, Serenity has some tools to help you on this journey. And that's one of the key reasons to preface all the things that we were talking about. You see, we're here to give tools to practice, because I have a lot of people. Well, you know what, Serenity, we've got people who are going, but I've listened to 1,000 hours of whatever. Nothing's happening. But I've listened to blah, 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 and you can listen to whatever. You can listen to us right now, but without us giving you some actual practices that you can start doing today in your life that are actually going to help you to create the existence that you want, then what we're doing or what anybody else is doing by just talking is futile. We need to be able to actually give you what it is that we do. See if you like it. Try it on for size. And if it doesn't work, then don't do it. And that's an AA tool, right there, Al-Anon tool. Take what you like, leave the rest. And that suits purpose in all of our lives. So with that, let's get into some Serenity tools, because that's what you bring, our Serenity tool. And I'm going to actually expand it, because look at your background. Oh, God, that's just, you guys, take a look at this. I mean, just take in the energy.
I love my little unicorn, and I love roses, and I love selenite, and I just love orbs, and it's just my world, and it's your world as well. And I know that I am speaking to the converted, most people. So, I know that you've already got practices and everyone's got things going. You would not be here if you were not up to speed on all different levels, but we're all just here to inspire each other with all sorts of different things, because we've all tried different things. We've all, experimenting of what works. And I always say, be your own experiment, be your own experiment. And everybody knows within themselves what works and what clicks. I mean, I've gone through all sorts of different phases. I've gone through doing yoga religiously every morning and getting on that mat and seeing that as my spiritual space, and that was my place to ground. And then I've let that go, and then I went running, and then I let that go, and then like at the moment, I just think keep it creative, keep it alive. Personally, I get on it straight away before my head has a chance to do myself over. Right away, I'm on it. I mean, the more you practice it as well, your mind just starts getting used to you being the boss.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm just over here. I'm getting such a kick out of you. I can't. You guys, I'm gonna have to mute myself because she's just killing me. Just. It's just, keep it up.
We're also similar now. Like in our energy, we're like all slightly crazy and deranged, but like absolutely like speaking like clarity and truth. We've got this power running through us, and so it has to come out. Just has to come out, doesn't it, Debbie?
It has to come out. It has to.
It has to.
Virginia,
it's so good. It's so good. And my message, Debbie, my whole thing is like, let's just completely revel in how amazing this life is. For God's sakes, let's just keep on remembering we're in a beautiful world. We've got a beautiful soul, and we're beautiful people with beautiful intentions. We're all so beautiful. And that's what I'm standing up and saying on a consistent basis, that I understand what's going on in the world, but I choose to see the good in everybody and everything. And I'm an absolute optimist as well, that if we all focus in on feeling good, and if we stop giving our attention to all the things that are seriously crap, they will just go away. I mean, I know that must sound like absolutely insane to say that, but just look at it, what it's like in your own personal life. If you do not give something attention, it just fades away. It just goes away. This is the magic of life. We've got terrible memories. Really. We can't really remember what we did 10 minutes ago very well. Let's face it. So, we can use that to our benefit. Like, just forget it. Just forget that stupid thing you had in your head, like war and, killing people and, raping people, whatever. Just get it out your head, and then it'll be fine. Just let source take over. Just get in alignment and let taste, because that is our natural default. That's my message. Today, our natural default is well-being and source energy. And once you tap into it, you're running free. And you've only got to tweak it once in a while when a stupid thought comes through your head and you just knock it out and go, no, I'm not going to think about that, because that is not what I want. It's just about getting clear.
Okay, so, and this has got to be this message right here is pinnacle, guys. I hope you're catching this. You have control over your thoughts. You see, this is a huge one. I was listening to Mel Robbins the other day. I love Mel Robbins. If you haven't listened to Mel Robbins, I'm telling you, she's kick-ass. And she wrote a book called The 5-Second Rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So where did I start changing my life? And honestly, for me, it was making my bed. It was getting my ass up and making my bed. For her, it was getting out of bed. She was an attorney at one point. She had lots of stuff. She was just at a place in her life where she just didn't want to get out of bed. She's facing bankruptcy. She's got shit hitting the fan. She doesn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
So she wanted to go under the covers and just stay there. And she talks about this thing where it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up out of bed. Launch yourself up. And what one change can you do today? You can get up out of your bed. You can make your bed so it doesn't look cozy to get back in. You see, if it doesn't, if it's made and it doesn't, like I made my bed, even though my bed always looks comfy. I'm just saying. But I mean, you guys really, you have a moment there. And the clarity is to just do that one little thing. A lot of people always say, how did you transform your life? One little baby itty bitty frickin' something. But it's always about controlling what goes up in my head, what's happening up in my head, and knowing how to just say, flip it. How do I flip it? Through Taya Boot Camp with David Strickle, I've learned to detune what's going on before it hits into the deep emotion place.
Manifest into something stronger.
Definitely.
So important. And one of my big messages as well, Debbie, is that, and you can take it or leave it like everything in life. One of the biggest reasons why I stay clean on a daily basis is for that connection to source. Because I know in myself, only to speak for myself, I never speak for other people, so speak for myself. When drink and drugs and even cigarettes, I'm sorry to say, anything poisonous hits my system, it frigs up. It frigs up that. And it's a very, very subtle thing. Sometimes it's very full on. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's absolutely like racing through you. This love energy and this like clarity of source. And other times it's very, very subtle. So you've got to really have your wits about you. You've got to have your wits about you to find your alignment all the time. You got to feel when that thing is a bit off. You got to feel when that thing doesn't feel right to go into, and you're going to do something else that's more your happy place, because it is all about understanding where you feel happy. And if you're completely out of whack by drinking too heavily or smoking weed all day, every day. No, this is me. I shouldn't say me. If I smoke weed all day long, if I drink, it really messes up my vibration. It's like I can't read it. So I just wanted to say that. Advocate for people to do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to get into alignment. And for me, it was getting off drink, drugs, and all that stuff, because it is when I don't stay clean on a daily basis now because of any real big reason other than my connection with my higher power, which is just unbelievable. I wouldn't give it up for a spliff in a bazillion years. You'd have to pin me down. And I was the first in line passing it around. All right. I'm just saying.
I love you. I love you because it's real. That's very, very real. I
Yeah,
think that this journey of self love that we are on, because that's what it's about.
it
If you give a
really
shit about, let me promise you, because I quit smoking about, that was the last thing for me to give up. That was the hard, I liked smoking, so quite honestly, and I didn't do it for escape either. When I was young, my grandpa used to roll cigarettes. Couldn't figure out how come I was the only one in the family to smoke cigarettes. I mean, I'm talking about in my with my parents and my sisters. You know why it was? It was because I was a rebel. Number one, number two, because I'm the black sheep. Number three, because I'm Debbie, and number four, because I had this grandpa who made it so damn cool to sit
yeah,
and like roll these cigarettes. And I just remember sitting with him and thinking this was just so rad. And
yeah,
so
so
I
naughty and
I
fun.
di- I didn't want to smoke to be cool. I didn't want to smoke to any of that. In fact, I was so embarrassed by it in public that I normally would not, and I'd go hide. So I was in a constant shame bubble just smoking. Okay. But inside I'm like, but I really like it, even though I'm shaming my because everybody oh, it was hilarious. What a cycle of hell. So I'm really grateful that I broke that, but I have to tell you that I agree with you that
Mm,
the cleaner you can be within
mm.
what you put in your ears, eyes, mouth, the
Oh,
the
full whack.
the the tighter it's going to be with your source connection.
The more you don't get knocked out of alignment and have to work to get back in.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, yeah, because getting knocked out of alignment is just like a big knock in the head.
Ooh, it
I want to
hurts. It's
say,
horrible.
look who's here with us. Kirk.
Hey, Kirk, how's it going?
Kirk Nurme. Kirk, I got to tell you, Kirk Nurmi, you're going to meet him. He is one fabulous, fabulous, fabulous gentleman. He was a world-renowned attorney, and he is now a world-renowned inspirational speaker who brings a lot of clarity and truth too. So I love you, Kirk. Um,
Just
okay.
can I just say as well, I need to big you up. You're just doing an amazing, awesome job, Debbie. What a blessing it is that we've all know you and just what you're doing is just mind blowing. Honestly,
Oh my
you
goodness.
are so
Oh,
in alignment with all this stuff. It's all just being attracted to you as a magnet, bringing us
yeah.
all together. There's not words to express the amazing stuff that you are doing.
I love you and thank you. Uh, Gosh, I'm just it's a conduit, honey. It's source brings you guys. I don't really I can't take credit other than saying the sacred yes. And I love and appreciate how you see me and recognize me. And I love that. That's freaking awesome, dude.
Oh my God,
I
Debbie, I
I
don't
and
even
here's the funny part. I thought he was talking about you. I thought you knew him. Like, oh, she's awesome. Was blessed to be on her show. I'm thinking because Serenity has a show too. Kirk, I'm going to tell you, I love you guys so much because I'm just like over here going, I adore him. He's like, I'm thinking,
what a blessing. What a blessing. All these people coming together in your
dude,
world. And
oh, it's about to blow up. When we're going to other streaming formats, include
mm,
including keeping our Facebook and YouTube and all of that, but going on to where he was talking,
growing.
something. Now we're both I'm even cracking up even more. He's talking about Mel Robbins. Holy dude, you were on freaking Mel Robbins. Get out of Dodge. Holy
It's
cow.
all happening.
Mel is okay, like she I'm telling you, you'll have to check this out. This chick is just I love her too. Kirk, that is one awesome interview there. Let me tell you. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you for the kudos, but let's get back to you and let's talk about some more of what do you do a lot of work privately as well. So let's talk about what
Yeah.
you do with your coaching, with your clients, and also let's dive a little into your music.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I just take it as it comes. I'm for me, I'm an artist and a musician and a lover of life and lover of ease and flow more than anything in the whole world. I just love to have a really lovely life. And when someone comes on my path and we're both in vibrational alignment. I will talk till the cows come home about anything I know that I feel is helpful. And if not, I'll go through periods of that is not there. And I know it source is sort of saying, right, Sam, it's time for you to work on your own stuff. And this is one of the most wonderful things about having such a free life is that, you can go with the flow with your creativity, and source lays out the platform for that to happen as well, like in all different ways. So, you know, it's special people that come on my path and ask for my help, and it is always such a blessing for both of us. I've got a lot of experience, and they always help me to show myself. I believe everyone's a mirror, So, coaching is something I will do in very special circumstances, and you might even want to call it /sponsorship, right? If we're going 12-steppy for the moment. I will take people on irrespective of money. And sometimes money does come in and sometimes it doesn't. Very free. So I just wanted to put it out there that I'm very free, because for me, life is about energy first, and then it's about finances. And that's what's kept me incredibly free to do everything that I love to do, because I don't do everything for the buck. I do everything for the love. I do everything for love. Energy stroke love. They're the same thing in my mind, So, at the moment, I am recording a new album, all law of attraction based, all about where I'm up to in my mind at the moment, and all so with the intention of empowerment and connection to everybody else who is co-creating with me. Because my music, I feel, is an extension of source, and I do channel source through my music to the best of my ability, of course. And I feel the flow of that. And so I really, really want, source knows exactly what I want. And it is to just express that love, so it could be everything from Facebook Lives to the biggest stages we can ever possibly imagine in this world. But really what it is all about is about just, come on, let's all just feel this energy. Let's all just revel in it. And if you get a whiff of it and you love it, it's like it could just I honestly believe that this stuff is like dynamite. It's like you get a drop of it, you plant that seed. You plant these seeds in people's lives, in your own life. Of course, in my own life, I'm like completely stoking the fire. But you start talking about this stuff. There's something that happens spiritually. So spirit comes in and works its magic. And like I'm very much from the tree feeling, though, even though I know it's in my mind, I also feel as though source stroke love is an entity outside of me. So I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting that out there.
Wow. I love that. It is an entity into me. And
Yeah.
say it again.
That's funny. I like that.
Into me. I'm just like, I'm just over here loving everything that you're doing. First of all, music. I do believe we each have our own melody. We each have this we each have this piece of us that it's just, if we are playing our instrument self correctly and we're in alignment, then the harmonic words that come out, that's how we create harmony with each other. That's not coming out right. Y'all get what I'm throwing out here, okay? We each have our own melody, and we're here to remind each other of our melody. There's a song, there's a story from the Most Compassionate Tribe, and it just simply is that rather than chastising each other, what they do is they remind each other of their song. Each person has a song, and they are each reminded of their melody. Because you see, if we can remind each other of our greatness, we can all be in harmony together. And that's really what you're saying. And with music, I started playing guitar when I was about, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, something like that. I don't play anymore. And then I played clarinet later. But one thing I know about music is that it's a direct source connection. Like
Yeah.
what's coming through, yeah, it's just one of the most amazing experiences. And so my favorite people on this earth are musicians because that is the one place music is the universal language. It speaks to everybody. You don't need it could be music in any language and you're going to feel it and you can expand with it. It is an amazing thing. Music is the one thing that is actually going to bring forward the perspective changes that need to happen on this planet in order for us to live these more harmonic lives. So I love the fact that you're a musician. You guys are going to be able to experience Serenity Sam's music at 8 o'clock in the morning, Saturday on Women Rising on Unify. So because I didn't let her know in advance that I wanted her to play.
I loved it. I'm so happy we're just chit chatting as well, and I have a second opportunity. I thought it was just so fabulous. Woo!
The fact that you're just there, I mean, the fact that we're just, this is what I love though. So, I mean, God, how many times have we sat there with, let's talk about money. Money, that's a good one. I love the fact you were just talking about money. You know, I found myself the other day going down the spiral, down the spiral. Uh, we we are in the midst of a massive expansion. It requires a lot of that green stuff, and I'm sitting here going, and
Trust,
I went into
trust,
lack. Wait,
trust.
wait, but oh my god, oh my god, like I'm inside, just like inside I could feel, I'm telling you guys not what I'm saying outside, I'm telling you what I'm
Yeah,
feeling
yeah,
inside.
yeah. No, I get it. I get
I
it.
was like, I'm going down this spiral of I don't like, and then I just sat there and I said, no. See, here it is. If I don't embrace this moment right now in the present, regardless of what my bank account looks like, regardless of what anything else looks like, then I have just missed that moment. And if I've missed that moment, then I'm going to continue to miss more moments. And then I'm going to miss the mark. And I'm going to miss the mark. And then I'm going to go right down into the spirals of depths of hell where I'm sitting there focusing my energy because you started this off with where your energy goes, where your focus goes is where your life is going to show, and you don't want to do that. So trust me. So this is where that coming into this realization, you couldn't control it before. If you do have to take action, that is something that is necessary, but the action that we take is different. You have to show up, you have to be of service, you have to give. You can't just sit there going, gimme, 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 universe.
Well, it's not
My right.
fun. It's not
No,
fun. Gimme, gimme. Anyhow, so source.
no,
I need to chip in a bit with what you're just saying there.
please do.
I want to tell you very, very briefly that one of my 12-step things and one of my amends on step 8, 9 was making amends with money. And I had to call up the tax man and tell him that I was self-employed. And I was so I was worried about it. I put it off. And then when I finally got into like really trusting my higher power, I did it. And I swear to God, from that day forward, I have earned 5 times more than I ever have before. And I just want to tell you something else, Debbie, very quickly. Since I have really, 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 because I've had to like fully put my trust into a higher power to do with like staying clean on a daily basis. There's no way I could stay clean and serene for 18 years on my own. Can I just say that? I get moody. I get upset. I have nervous breakdowns, everything. And I don't smoke or drink or anything. That is a miracle. And it's because I've got this higher power, right? And part of that higher power progression was giving my will and life over to do with finances. Now, just recently, right now, so I just have to go into this ever so slightly because I want to give you hope, Debbie. I want to give you more hope about this issue. Now, I gave my will and my life, not so much will and life, but my I took control of my thoughts to do with money and the law of attraction and the Abraham teachings and listening. And I really, 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 really put it into place, right? So I stopped looking at my bank account. I stopped worrying about money. Debbie, I started spending money like I had all the money in the world. And I did not flinch at my bank account. Can I just tell you what has happened?
Oh, yeah, please.
Can I just tell you what has happened in this last, like since lockdown? I have been given money for free. I have had to work maybe 2 hours a week, and I have 3 or 4 times more money than I've ever had in my life. And this is the clencher. Now, this is the one that is really like, you need experiences in life to really, really take on board these teachings, right? And until you actually take it on board and actually do it, you don't know. So I really, really said, I am letting go of the money thing as well, totally and utterly. My husband got an inheritance of £120,000.
Get out.
I just have to say, boom, boom, right? Now I know it's not my money and I don't have control of it fully, but there's something about that that's quite good as well. It's not my responsibility, but because it's come so close into my life, I am now like, well, I want to have 100 grand as well, just given to me, and why not?
And why not?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like come into my world and I am benefit. We are Debbie G. We are all going to benefit because of this money in a side sweeping way. Even though I don't possess this money, we have cameras. And my husband wants to do filming. He wants to do everything to do with video and going live and OBS. And he's like a technical whiz, right? So
Is he really?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
good.
yeah.
We love technical wizards.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
you know what I'm doing right now. That's why it's.
So I
Yeah, I
am
got you.
thinking maybe you have not obtained this money, but maybe some other people have obtained some money, and you don't know how this is all going to just slot in. The what I'm trying to say here very strongly, trust.
That's it. I
Just
love you. And this
Just
is
let go. Let go. It's all going to slot into place. Source is on it.
exactly.
Source knows what you want. You got to just understand that Source is your best friend and it's got your back fully, not even just a little bit. 100%. Source knows how your mind is working. It knows what you need. It knows everything, that every fine detail in your life is being taken care of. And this is what
Yep.
this is what I'm living as well. And it's like, and it's just get out of any negative energy about it. Don't split your energy. Just be 100%. This is what I'm doing. But just don't be linear about how it comes.
I love you. And I
Don't be
love this.
linear.
And well, I got to tell you what. No, straight up yesterday what it was great, you guys. You just would have loved this. I started every I started to go in there and then I went no, there's a song by Electric Light Orchestra from back in the day.
Don't bring me down.
Don't bring me down. Oh
Down,
no,
down,
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 down, down, down.
down,
But
down.
this one, and I love that. Oh my God, now I need to listen to that one today.
I love that too.
But you know the one all around the world, or around the world, all around the world. It was the one that was in Xanadu.
All right.
It it is just like, so I'm on it. And this is like, I keep doing this like every day, and then I just start dancing around the house like a dork. And I
Oh,
love that. Well, actually, no, I was in theater when I was a kid, so like I start dancing around like I'm on the chorus line, because that's what I do. And I get into the flow of that because it's about enjoying life right now in the present. All the things that are happening on the scope of spirituality gone wild with all of our co-creators, uh, that is its
Yeah.
own, that's spirit's thing. That's God's, that's higher. That's not me. That's seriously like
I know. So
I
good.
sat, what I did do yesterday is make a big decision and said, I talked to my son and I said, okay, see, when you do Roku and Apple TV and all those things, you can lease a space out there, or you can just do a custom channel that's your own,
Right.
right? One is easier than the other.
Yeah.
Well, having your own custom channels is smarter because you
You've got
just
more control.
it's app. So anyway, needless to say, long story short, we have our own custom channel, and it's not leased out there. It's just, it was an incredible thing. But those are the kind of things that I sit back and go, it's just source shows me, like, you do it this way, you're going to do it this way, you're going to do it this way. I have no production. I am not a producer. I am not any of those things. I have a lot of other skill sets I brought to the table, but like those weren't it. So producers are showing up, people who do have an
Yeah.
understanding of how to do this where
Yeah.
sound is concerned. Doing a music channel, it's one, two music, like, get it? 1, 2 music, 12, 1, 2 music, but it's 1, 2 music channel. It's going to be, oh my God, you guys, like, it's going to be crazy. I don't know how to look. I just know that we're
You're just
supposed to.
so exciting. It's just all gonna be just, you know what? I'm just so blessed to have met you.
I'm so blessed to have met you too. This
Uh,
is, well,
you
the very first thing, she shows up today. I want to tell you all, I've never met her before.
know.
This was David Strickle going, "Hey Debbie, you need to connect." Okay, cool. Yeah, I will. And then she shows up this morning. I take one look at her, and and plus I saw her, I've been catching her lives, her music, her speaking and everything else, and I'm like, I already know. I already know that I know that I know
We're
that
on
I
it.
know.
We're on it.
And I started this morning,
You
I'm like,
know.
I really, really know already I want you on our team. And I don't know
Yeah.
anything about her, you guys. I know nothing about what she, other than she's extraordinary. You're extraordinary. I'm talking to you like you're not here, just so that you know. And
Okay, you can call me extraordinary.
that you're freaking awesome. And I'm like, ah. So what I told you guys, that
Aw.
you're watching creation happen here, is you are watching creation happen. And we're here to show you there's another way to do this thing. That's another way to do this. So
Yeah.
if you are sitting there struggling, and if life isn't what you want it to be,
Mm,
if the only thing you do today is get up and make your bed, and then do something the opposite of what you normally would do, if
mm.
whether it's going and driving to work, go a different way. Or, well, it's COVID, Debbie, I'm not driving anywhere. Okay, then get up out of your bed, get up out of your house, go to the park and go swing on the swings. I know that sounds nuts, but trust me,
Oh,
do
I love
something.
it.
Just do something, anything that's going to get you out of the flunk and into your spark, into your, you know, jive. Get it, get it, get it. Go do it. And reach out to Serenity Sam. And
Mm,
they can reach you right on Facebook. I've
mm.
put in the
Yeah,
comments or in the description above, there's a direct link to to your Facebook page. Let's
yeah.
tell everybody what it is. I'm going to put it up.
You can just contact me, Serenity Sam. That's the easy thing. Just on Messenger or whatever. Or I do have a page that I'm running. Serenity Sam, the Law of Attraction teacher. Those are my main things. Keep it easy.
Keep it easy. Okay, so that's how you can get a hold of you. And you're going to see, you're going to be on Saturday morning on Women Rising on Unify.
That is
Who,
so exciting.
oh, you're going to rock it. Oh my God. Ah, what's up, Debs? I like Serenity Sam. that would be
No.
that would be he's Serenity Saf. I knew who it was. Safi, I knew that was you. That is Saf Buxey from the UK, who I will be connecting you with, who's one of our
Oh,
co-creators, and that is over there. So, oh, I just got truth chills because we're about to we're about to blow it up, everybody. I have news for you. I
so
don't
I
know.
am getting ready. I am just completely stoking my little pot of fire over here. And I I'm just getting my wand out and I'm just stirring that baby up.
Let's stir it, guys.
Oh my god!
Woo-hoo.
I'm just gonna show you this as well. Look at the size of this beast.
Oh, she's not. Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. I had to show you up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got this at a festival. Oh my god.
Oh, that's a mountain of beauty right there. Look at that puppy. Whew.
I know. I
Oh
love
my
my
god.
selenite as well. I've got so much of it. I think it's just such a beautiful crystal.
Lordy, you have got personality. Damn. I swear. I just.
You ain't seen
Sam.
nothing yet, love. You ain't seen nothing yet. You know, like that's this up here. You know, they're gonna say I'm a bit insane. You know, and that's all right. I'm the most insane sane person you'll ever meet.
Yeah, but that's the way this rock. This is how it rock and roll, man. You have to be a little nuts to do the show.
You do.
Oh,
Absolutely. You know what? You've got to be the most disagreeable person on earth to stand up about this stuff, especially in these times where everyone's like really on a downer. It's like, it's prop, a lot of people are on this negative vibe, and it's like
yeah.
to be happy and positive and to go right against the grain with it all. I just think
Yep.
I admire all of us for standing up and staying true. Boom to the light. Even when
Yeah.
everyone was trying to take you down and slap you around and this and that and try to convince you that life is crap and everything else, still standing up and going, no, it's a good thing, this world. And you know what? I'm gonna prove it through my demonstration of myself, at the end of the day. And if you get something out of it, that is just the most wonderful, phenomenal thing. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes more courage to walk through the fire to the other side, guys. But it's worth it.
I love this. So put your courage boots on, and what
Yeah.
to be courageous. Be courageous, and walk through that thing that scares you the most, because you aren't going to know something till you know it, and you aren't going to know. You can't know you can do something until you go and attempt to do it. You
And you
can't know.
won't be understood. You will not be
Yeah.
understood by your family. You will not be understood by your friends. You will not be understood, but we will understand. Remember us. Remember us when you're taking your steps in, that we are here and we are behind you and we understand you, and we are the people that you have been searching for all of your life. While you have been like slapped around and discouraged and disrespected by people that don't understand this stuff, you're going to start realizing that you're going to have the last laugh, guys. And I'm not being horrible about that. And I want everyone to get this stuff, but not everybody will.
No.
You are blessed if you've got God consciousness in your lifetime, whatever the hell you want to call that word. If you've got this in your lifetime, you are the most successful person on planet Earth. That is my opinion.
You just nailed it. You just nailed it 100%. And that's it.
100%. Because you'll hear, like Debbie says, the lawyers, the famous people, the ones with all the money, the ones that had all the yachts, all the ones that had the Corvettes, and all of this crap. It comes down to the same thing again and again and again. But do you have source, whatever the hell you want to call that word? Do you got this consciousness? Do you got this anchoring? Do you got this peace within you? This is the question. That is the measure of success on planet Earth, that you opened yourself up to it and you lived it and you're exploring it and you're developing it and you're being it, and then you're going to shine that stuff out to the world and everyone's going to go, wow.
Yeah, I love it. And that is it. Right now, we are about to wow you all, from the woo-woo to the wow-wow. It is what Spirituality Gone Wild's all about. This has been Serenity Sam today, you guys. You better just keep watching SGW, because I can promise you, I can promise you that this won't be the last time that you see her here on this channel. I already know Saf will have you, but I also know that there's also other things up in the works, because I already know that. Anyway, you guys catch me in 3 minutes over with Kathy Mason in the Conscious Business corner. And please go find Serenity Sam, join the Untamed Club, Spirituality Gone Wild, and keep an eye out. We will be bringing you live. We're coming live to you on TV, which is cool. Anyway, peace out, everybody.